again. Good morning, and welcome to yet another epic episode of the LNR podcast. My name is SK, aka Uncle SK. Okay. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the engagement. Today we coming in with a different vibe. Clearly no sis Hope Ndlovu.
Yebo.
Unjani sis wami?
Ngiyaphila njani bhuti?
Ngiyaphila. Fifi, awubabingelele phela.
Yes. Hi guys, and welcome to our podcast. Welcome to yet another episode of the LNR podcast. We are sitting here, no, Sis Hope, guys. Sis Hope is a preacher, and she's also a motivational speaker.
Danko. So so sizothola isitori sakhe uzasichazela kahle ukuthi uSis Hope usiphathele namhlanje. Sis Hope.
Yebo bhuti wami.
Sicela introduce.
Oh, hi guys, this is Hope Ndlovu. Ngilapha mkwini namhlanje. I want to share a story sami a little bit. Izinto esingakhulumi ngazo in the society ezinjengokuthi kunjani ukudivorce at a very young age and how the society reacts and how ifamily nama friends treat kanjani after that process.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So before singena lapho uHope uzalelwephi? Siyasithanda ukuthi sithathe istory somuntu from la siqala khona. Uzalelwephi, khula kanjani ekhaya? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mina ke ngizalelwe la eMbalenhle. Ngizalelwe eMbalenhle, even though ifundiso zami zase Eastern Cape, because umama was Eastern Cape, my dad is from Nelspruit.
Sure.
But kahle kahle bahlangana la. So waphuma mina.
Okay.
Yes. So ngibelelana ngafundela isikolo la primary, iShapeve, high school, Sekiratswane, since vele ngavelela lana nje. Ngikhulela la izinto ngizenzela la.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And sorry.
Yeah.
And how was it growing up, like in the household? Begunjani? Was it both mom and dad?
No.
Was it a happy home?
No.
Was it Begunjani?
Ngikhuliswe it's a single parent because abazali bami bahlukana ngisemncane. So bahlukana so sikhuliswe umama umuntu o self-employed. She's been a businesswoman since ngikhula ngaze ngambona mi basebenza kwenye indawo abantu ukuthi asikhulise ngalokho wayekhona ukwenza wayithungela wakathunga amajizi ekolweni different as a law a distributor and stuff so sakhula so besi 3 and then my brother and my sister bona basheshe bahamba kwakhula mina ke ngikhula nomama in this environment la eMbalenhle.
Okay.
Yes.
So ubaba badbeka khona even though beyakahlala nomama.
No, not as such. No, ngimthola manje late. Okay, yena ngiyamazi. But them sorry.
Yeah.
Yena ngiyamazi babam
Yeah.
because beyakhona ekukhuleni kwami but babahlukana waqale walona. Ngiyazi ukuthi abobaba masaphumile empilweni yenu uphumile until manje sengimdala. Khane sikwazi ucommunicate because I believe ukuthi uxolela at the end of the day ubabam angeke zekuchinje so yeah.
Sure.
And how was it like growing up without a father figure?
Yeah. It's been hard, man. Ukubona umama ahasila.
Yeah.
It's been hard. Ukubona umama kwavuka ekseni azamelane nempilo while you know ukuthi baba kukhona.
Yeah.
Akukho mnandi. Sometimes I feel ukuthi yo kunjani?
Yes.
Yabo
yes,
if bekhona baba mhlambe ezinye izinto ubezenzeka yabo.
Yeah.
Kufana nalento le ukuthi ukhona ukuthola i-driver's license but imoto ayikho ejardini.
Sure.
At the end of the day ukhona ukudrive but unelicense. Abantu abaningi banazo lezo zinto lezo uthola ukuthi nginayo i-license. Mara ngikhona ukudrive if babambe yakhona. Mhlambe ubangifundisa yabo.
Yeah.
That is why sesigcine sesifuna ama-father figure kwezinye indawo.
Okay.
So mase ukhulile ubani initiated the whole process of the relationship between you and your father? Was it you?
It's
was it
me.
him?
It's me. Ngibonile ukuthi man it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Uyengengaka siyakhula at the end of the day naye maybe unama reasons wakhe. Mina which I don't know about between bona boyithu but at the end of the day ubabami.
Yes.
Yabo so ngaba like no it's fine angikhulisanga yes. Fine angisupportanga financially yes ngikhulile. But at the end of the day ukuxolela there's nothing engizoyiluza.
Yeah.
Instead ngibuyisa le yanto leyo ukuthi so mdala.
Yeah.
Yeah, ibona.
And
so
Ukula, did you have that void? Yoguti, like looking at other kids, because I can imagine when you look at other kids and you see the relationship they have with their fathers and the things they do with their dads. Did you have that thing, Yoguti, that void, Yoguti, oh amageko?
Iba khona, even though we tend to ignore it, iba khona amantombazane in that thing. Most of the time, i-society cabanga ukuthi abafana abanenkinga nabo baba bangekho, but even that, bana lento ukuthi ngiyafisa ukuthi ubaba if bekakhona, you know, especially kwizinto ze-protection. Uyawubona khona la ufeel ukuthi isilana manje ngibabullied khona la ngihlangana nama situation whereby I wish baba ngube yakhona mhlawumbe izinto kube zi much different, but
okay. So isikolo usingena kuphi?
Ngisingena la eShapeve primary ngiyakhula. Mama muthi yazini awuye ekudeni ngifuna la iduzane uyazi musabazali ba protective. Ngangena eKeratswane from there. Khona wakuphinde wathi no after matric wena awuye ekudeni ngikufuna eGS yabo. So everything yenzele in this environment.
Do you feel like she was protective of you because of what she also went through?
Namanje sise protective, you know. Ngifila kanjalo ukuthi nje bekana lento le ukuthi no I think lona ilasbon yami and ngifuna ukuthi abe protected. I think beyafuna ukudlala le role le yakababa ukuthi you know nami ngiyakhona yabo ngizokhona ukuprotect ama ngikubuka like ngifuna ukubonela la iduzane ngibone yonke into yenze. So yes.
Okay. So mawuse esikolweni uqala was it difficult for you to be kuma relationships, or was it just an easy thing?
Yes, funny enough, he was uma relationship ngiqale ngoba umntana mvele. Ku grade 11 qala ukujola kwami, you know, asifihla ke. Mama bekazi nje lo mntwana lo hlala endlini. Only to find out okay. So i-chance engiyithola bengiyisebenzisa kahle because mama beka very strict and beka protective ebusuku asiphumi. So ngaba naye ke boyfriend ngabona this guy sengiqala ukujola phela sengiyakhula nyana grade 11 nami sengizibona ngimdala ngithi hayi ithi ke ngizame le ndaba ema relationship boom ngangena kule relationship le.
So when you get into that relationship, was it the same year you falling pregnant now?
Second, okay. Ngahlangana naye late ku grade 11 wami late saqhubeka ku grade 12 ngizolo ngithandana naye. Yena beka umuntu right. I mean ngiyaqala kumnandi. And si naive ke mase semncane ukuthi lo muntu wami lona. Forever. This is my first and the last. Ngisafuna ukuchinja, you know, umuntu wami lona. So sikhula kanjalo mina naye siyakhulisana nje because yena naye bengasimdala. Bese college mina ngo grade 12. So mina ngapreka kule insuku lezabo matric yabo farewell. Ngaganga lapho so ngaba pregnant. I realized ukuthi I'm pregnant first year yami singise college ke ukuthi okay now I'm pregnant.
Sure. And how did your mom take that?
Ngayifihla guys. Le indaba interesting ngayifihla indaba khona ngasifihla isisu mase kuthi 6 months phela sengixakekile. Sekuyabonakala la uyabona yena akafuna ukungibuza yabo. Thulile ulinde mina ukuthi ngizomtshela. Phela ngiact lapho sengitshela umngane wami ngithi ngicela ukuthi ngiphuphile. Uthi ngiphuphe ngipreg utshela mama. Umngane wami sekayaya ke utshela mama ukuthi hey ngiphuphe yazi umntana wakho ngathi upregnant. Mama uthi hey mtshele lo ukuthi eze la uyokuthumela I know. And then I address kanjalo but ke ngaba fortunate ukuthi azange ngidrop out ku first yam no ngakhona ukumanage because umntwana ngamthola ngabo May so ngakhona ukuqhubeka and then ngamtshela ngathi no mama inafsasa izongiboost ungawari you know me like ngizokhona baba like no yekela ngathi no I will do this and evele kwenzeke you know kwenzeke.
Okay, then your ubabengane
ukhona lapho okay naye ke sekubamnandi nyana kakhulu ke lapho ngoba sekathola umsebenzi uthola umsebenzi esasoli ke kuma contract hayi ke nami ke se umntwana uzovela yonke into imnandi man you know like ubaba umntwana ukhona nathi excited umntwana wethu oqala nje sese in love you know kumnandi lapho sekaba like no ngoba sesinomntwana ngicabanga ukuthi ngcono ngiyovela ekhaya kini yabo ngihlawula umntwana nani so kwaba yilento leyo ukuthi okay now lento leyo iba serious vele seku forever wami kahle yes the fact ukuthi ngifuna lento leyo ngoba naye ukhule anganaye ubaba so sabana agreement ukuthi njengoba sizoba nomntwana thina asifuni ukuthi singabi involved emntwaneni thina soyithusi uzobambana bonganababa benganababa so you will be there nami ngizoba khona sikhulise lo mntwana lo. That was the mission from eqaleni.
Sure. So moving forward after sekavelile wahlawula umntwana wenza wonke isiko.
Before we go, did he uhlawula umntwana
uhlawulile uhlawulile ne
Yeah.
makahlawula what decide you know that thing bathi angazi nibiza ngani but ngesixhosa sithi ukunyuka ngengalo so ngiyamhlawula umntwana ngizophinde ngibuye
Okay.
wahlawula umntwana vele indeed mid umntwana sekakhulile weza vele ekhaya lapho sekayenza ibe official.
How old was the
Umntwana bekanda bo
child at
3
that
manje sekazolobola ke official
years.
but uhlawule umntwana sesemncane lapha kubo 6 months 7 months sekavilile
Okay.
vele sekunjalo yes.
Okay.
So now what's okay now ngicabanga ukuthi ngiyakulobola ngithi ay let's do this you know
excitement.
nami excited phela umuntu amsebenze sasol guys ngisho khumbula lesa sikhathi babathe sasol
Yes,
ubona
yes.
kahle ukuthi unemali seku right
And at that time,
It's also
things are
lilihle.
going well.
Izinto
Things
zihamba
are going
kahle.
absolutely okay.
But guys, to be honest with you, ama-red flags now bewakhona because angisho besingahlali soyi-2
Yeah.
besingahlali soyi-2 ngihlala ekhaya uhlala kibo umhlawulile umntwana
Sure.
so lo muntu lo uyachitha guys makachitha ukufanda kwami izindaba zamafoni yabo
Okay.
makachitha so isasolo uchitha nabanye abasebenza sasolo phela mina leso sikhathi angiyazi sasolo mina ngisesikolweni
Yes.
Yeah.
but ngishaya indiva indaba khona ukuthi hayi man you know bathi vele yenzeka lokho kuma relationship phela sifunda ngaphandle umama mbeka very strict bengingakhoni ukuba open naye ngendaba zama relationship so izinto eziningi bengizigadara
Learning from
outside
outside.
yes so basho ukuthi hambela amadoda ayachitha man uzoba right uzokhula yabona close stage nami ngishaye yabo ngishaye ngathi akunandaba but azange ngingazi ukuthi kanti umuntu lento oyibona ku relationship ilento yenzeka emshadweni guys
Yes.
achange instead kuba worse
Ne.
yeah kuba worse kuba worse
It's what we always say, Guti, because you spend so much time with this person
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Obviously, everything is going to escalate because
Awuboni
But
into
you
then
don't
once in a
really
while.
see, yeah, but now you're exposed to it on a daily because you live with this person.
Yeah. So would you say that was the beginning of ukuthi izinto zibhede?
yeah that was the beginning okay fine lo muntu uzolobola next week yakhona
Sure.
find out this week ukuthi lo muntu uyangichithela
No.
guess what ebhlungu kakhulu ukuthi uchitha ngasekhaya ne chitha ngasekhaya ayi nami nginale mentality ukuthi no man vele bashilo ukuthi yenzeke into eso ngiyilwele relationship yakhona ayi ufacewana lentombazane ngikhulume nayo intombazane ithi hayi man vele umuntu akudala ngishela nani but bengisaba wena nani yabo okay fine ungabi nenkinga sharp hayi umuntu aze ekhaya ezolobola kumnandi ke hayi sengidlulisile indaba khona kumnandi
So uyamiyeka lo muntu
uyamiyeka phela phanje ngisho ufuna ukuprova ipoint ukuthi sengimlahlile
Oh, okay.
so wenza by all means ukuthi angibonise ukuthi hayi sihlukene nalomuntu ubheka amafoni ami buka ngimlahle phambi kwakho and thina amantombazane siba naive ukuthi umuntu makabe ulahla intombi phambi kwakho uyitshela ukuthi uwe yabo uba nalento le umncane usho ukuthi vele uyangithanda yabo
So makamlahla umlahle uzokulobola because sombambile vele bese iplaniwe.
bese iplaniwe indaba khona but kwenzeka ukuthi ngizoyibhaqa yes
Find
ngizoyibhaqa
out.
lapho
So lokumlahla it's a
Yeah.
ngiyamlahla because
Mar-
ngizoyenza lokhu serious about
yabo
you.
userious
Next
ngabi
week
yangithanda
siyalobola. Yeah, I
yes
love
yabo
you, yeah.
into ezikanjalo okay fine silobolane athi bathi sizomove out ke vele sengizomove out ngihlala naye because ngokwesixhosa mama sakulobolile bakugcokisa vele officially umxhosa umakoti wasemaxhoseni
How many years into the relationship is this now?
okay sina 4 years ku relationship
Sina 4
yes
years
sina 4 years ku
ku-relationship.
relationship
Okay.
and then kusho ukuthi manje sesingena kuphi kulomshado
Yes.
sisiyangena week 3 months yakhona singenile ke okay sesilobolene sihleli ngiyamtshela kumuntu ngithi indoda ngoba manje vele sehlala soyi2 emcashweni I mean akusila kumele sikhulise umntwana khona ungaba kanjani ukuthi sithole mhlambe indlu yebond plus uyaqualify I mean umuntu avume athi hayi sizokwenza only to find out umuntu kuma loan which mina ngingawazi akazange abe open kimi nako lokuthi yena manje sebamblacklistile kwezinye izinto akasakhona ukuthola indlu akasakhona ukuthola imoto
Yo.
ndoda iloan yani
But so in terms of finances, before we get there, in terms of finances from the beginning, was he open about the finances? Okay, this is how much I'm earning. Senza so, or would he tell you, okay, senza so, ngemali so, ganjan. Was he open about the finances, or has it always been a, imali, I'm like it's my things?
lapho nalapho bekaba open especially indabeni zomntwana mamele ukuthi athengele umntwana izinto mela spoile mina you know beyangakhulu besingakaze sahlala phansi ukuthiwa nayi pay slip ngihola imali engaka ne but I remember maso apply for ibond sike sahamba sayokhwira yabo wathiwa no uyaqualify mosona kule mali oyiholayo uyaqualify ukuthi ungayithola indlu you understand bekuwokuqala kwami ukubona ukuthi lo muntu uhola kahle ende singakhona ukuthi sibe right but bengingazi mina ukuthi bebangaka-check bona remember mayokhwira abaka-check ukuthi lo muntu lo yes besayokhwira so abaka-check lo muntu blacklisted or anything ngizofind out asesiphakathi kuphi emshadweni phela manje sengiyabona endlini hayi man akusafani nalesikhathi ngihlala ekhaya remember manje kumele bene cross kumele kusupportwe mina kusupport umntwana lama ngikakasebenzi sengiyabona ukuthi man kunomehluko sengiyamtshela ukuthi hayi man dude ngathi siyahluleka la kwenzakalani you know hayi sekumuntu ophuzayo yabo before zongiphinde bengasumuntu okhulumayo umuntu okhuluma makaphuzile sekumuntu ophuza every weekend hayibo kwenzakalani la umuntu angitshela ukuthi no ngikuma debts but akusindaba yakho ukuthi ngiyenzeni imali yami igcineni konke
okay
sengiqala ngibona elinye side manje bengingalazi sengiqala yabo ngiyamangala alikho ilanga engingalikhohlwa njengelanga lokuthi okay lelo langa lelo uyafika udakiwe mangimbuza ukuthi ubuya phi do ukuthi ngathola impama ngokuthi ngibuza ukuthi ubuya phi waqala lapho kungi-abuse physically ke manje seqala ukubanjani iba physical i-relationship esisiyashayana endlini just because sekayaphuza akafuni ngimbuza ukuthi ubuya phi nje sekuyindlela njenga-understand nami
and prior to that bekangaphuzi or bekaphuza but he wasn't umuntu ophuza
bekasumuntu ophuza naye but manje sihlala soyi-2 angazi ukuthi udliwa yini akakhulumi nami you understand sengibona ngomuntu ukuthi uyaphuza mos lo muntu lona and manje sekaba violent towards me and nakhona ngibatshela ekhaya ukuthi ngiyahlukumezeka yabo nginalento lokuthi bashe bayasho ukuthi umfazi abekezele nani you know lezi zinto sizizwa ngaphandle man
and at that time how's your mental state, how's your mental health ngaleso sikhathi mawuqala ukubona all of these changes because obviously you coming from honeymoon stage everything is okay and then all of a sudden you moving with this person within 3 months you already seeing all of these changes. What did that do to your mind and how did that change your behavior as well as a person nje?
Ngatshintsha mina ngulo muntu lo owaziyo ukuthi bengi-reserved even though ngikhuluma kakhulu but ayazi ukuthi I'm reserved mayilo muntu lona the more akushaya umuntu the more akubanga ukuthi nawe ube nale enga yabo uyatshintsha manje sekutshintsha abantu sekutshintsha uhope angisabi ulo muntu lo I used to be sengiqala nami sengifana naye baqinisile ukuthi umuntu uma uspend isikhathi kakhulu naye ugcina sofana naye ngoba manje sekayashayana unjani aggressive nami senginendlela yokuzidefenda you know sengiqala ngiba aggressive seyiba toxic umntwana ne mayiba toxic umntwana uma mama decide ukuthi no ngibe open up umntwana saqala uyakhuluma phela manje boma 5 years yakhula uyasho kugogo wakhe gogo ubaba ushaya umama yabo mama mathi no sekulimala umntwana manje ngiyamthatha athatha umntwana athi wena if ufuna uqhubeka nalo mshado wakho sisi mina ngumama wakho angicoshanga ungabuya but if manje ufuna uqhubeka ngicela ungilethele umntwana angeke ngize ngivumele ukuthi ngilimaze lo mntwana sisemncane.
So your mom was supportive?
Yeah, mama beka supportive. I don't want to lie. She's one person obe supportive kuyo yonke le chain. Even though mina ngistabone ne ngiba stubborn ukuthi angeke ngize ngiphume ngifuna ukuhlala nami angifuni lento le yenzeke kumama mami nobaba mami lento yenzeke kumama mami nobaba mami angifuni ukuthi ngifice you know so ngizoyilwela mina le relationship le.
And did you care, was there a element of caring ukuthi what will society say, what will people say, or was it just you saying ngiyahlala because angifuni yenzeke lento yenzekile, or was there an element of if ngiyahamba what are people going to say?
Nehlazo phakathi ayikho into ebulala umuntu ukuthi ayenze into ngaphandle ukuthi usaba ihlazo lokuthi yo abantu bazothini sengibuya eli so phela ndoda asikaqeda unyaka ibheke nento asikaqeda unyaka mina sengibuye emendweni unyaka ungakapheli so I was like no ngizohlala but ngalesikhathi ngihlala kulimala mina ngalesikhathi ngihlala emotionally physically ingqondo depression into bathi depression ngayibona lapho uthi depression is real ikhona but asikhulumi ngoba sisabuthi abantu bazothini bazongihleka you know khona abantu ba inspired ukuthi yo hope ulotsholiwe ngisho niyazi ukuthi abanye abantu bayayithanda indaba umshado so ulotsholiwe so like my mangisobuyela ekhaya labo bantu labo futhi so benginamahloni you know benginamahloni uba disgraced.
Yeah. So going back again, mawuba aggressive, angisho yena he was physical, actually physical. So wena bo aggressive kanjani? Were you vocal about things or vele besenilwa no to physically?
Sesilwa so physically sengiyathetha sengiqala
Yeah.
sengumuntu othethayo you know makangekho physically sengibana lama headaches le stress lesa ngisakhona ukuthi you know nje ngachinja even ubumina ngakwatshintsha mina nje you know yeah mentally ngachinja even I-character bengiyiyo you know.
So looking at the umshado ukuthi okay it's been a year as usual, how long did it take for i-abuse iqhubeke for isikhathi esingakanani?
Okay, because into bengathi ihlali yenzeka.
Yeah.
Mhlambe futhi ngoba umuntu wakhona beyakhona ukumanipulator.
Yes.
Bekakhona ukuthi makangishayile or mangabe wenze into wrong uzoza na something endlini akuphathele lokhu you know gifts yavala yabo and then in the society remember mina ngikhuluma kakhulu yena quiet and wena mawubhekile ekudeni umuntu onenkinga yimi.
Yes.
Bekuyimi inkinga from ifamily yakhe inkinga yimi abantu inkinga yimi you know kusho ukuthi uyo nenkinga ngeke phela umfana uthulile but bengazi ukuthi behind the doors kwenzakalani
yabo.
So yaqhubeka le abuse until umama mathi yabona the day ngibona umama guys akhala. I think it hit me so hard lelo langa because ngiyakhumbula ngafika I had blue eye mangifika endlini umama uyangibuza uthi kwenzakalani uyabona naye njengomuntu omdala you know ngifike ebusuku ngo12 wayengixosha ebusuku ngo12 anganandaba ukuthi ngiyawalka because ekhaya kuse 12 thina hlala ngathi 26 lama side ngalapho but ngakhona ukcross uthi nge12 nginyawo ebusuku ngo12 angixoshile mama uyabona naye ukuthi kwenzeka lokho uthi no akusiyo le if lo bathi umshado akusiyo athi you know what ukuze mina ngingaboni into yenzakala kancane ukufe mina ngomama wakho kunokuthi ngikubona uphila lempilo iphila because angisakhoni you know and ukumbona khala I don't want to lie till this day lento le yayiphuma enqondweni yami ngazobona ubhlungu engakazi ngabuza before but still ngiyabuyela even into angitshele lokho ngimbona khala ngabuyela.
And Yana, what does he say in the midst of all of this, your abuser? Utin, when he sees the changes, when he sees, does he blame you for it or does he kind of take accountability for it?
Yabona makasoba uzokutshela ukuthi yazi angazi wayengikhetha angazi wayekwenzeka sona you know mina ngiyakuthanda ngiyacabanga usoba angazi why kwenzeka lento yenzakalayo maybe sidinga counseling ayekho umfundisi singamhambanga sifune counseling sizoya counseling if bambona uthi wrong do you know ukuthi umfundisi makabonile ukuthi icala uye mina ngizoshayela lento ekhulunywa umfundisi ukuthi ubhuti unenkinga mangifike endlini manje kuyenzakalani shaya mina yala abafundisi bakho vele you know ibuyela lapho unyaka sewuzophela I think lapho sesiboma 9 months base siqala sama counseling still akusizi.
Yazi I'm failing to understand ukuthi why before nishada before kwenza yonke into everything was fine
yonke into bengingaboni lutho okurong kuye angakaze angibeke yeah I mean mangaphuzile obvious umuntu mangaphuzile ngisekhaya yeah remember ngihlala ekhaya angiyabona ngizazi into eziningi yes ngizibona manje mase ngihlala naye.
So the problem becomes when you start seeing ukuthi there's financial challenges. Remember, yeah, because all of this other time uhlala ekhaya he lives by himself so he's able to do things for you. Maybe he's doing things for you endlini akunagroza or whatever or he just gets takeaways on the way or whatnot. But now that you live with him, he needs to buy groceries and do all of these things. So when you start questioning the finances, what's going on now? Then
snap. Yeah. And at the very same time, uba abusive ngamagama. You know, amanye umntwana ayasebenza, ayengayeki isikolo, uqhubeka amanye umntwana ayithatha. You know, siqala manje yonke into. Ngathi ngumthwalo, ngathi umuntu engumthwalo vele ngivele ngangena nje.
Yeah.
You know.
But do you think ukuthi you guys took enough time to learn and understand each other?
Ngicabanga ukuthi azange sifundane enough. Mara ngibelieve ukuthi umuntu angeke umfunde manje ungakahlali naye.
Yeah.
because ukhonile uku-acta ngingaboni mina, you know.
Yes, yes.
And kwesinye isikhathi bekuhlale iviki mhlawumbe singabonani, sibonana leyo weekend leyo mangabe kukuthi ahlale soyi-2 yabo. And now ukhumbule kulo muntu ujwayele ukuba nempilo yakhe, nini akalala endlini, uzohamba Friday abuye Sunday, ne ngizokhala mina le Friday Saturday uvala amafoni. Sunday imele makangene eminyango ngambuzi mina ukuthi ubuyaphi. In such a way ukuthi ngathi mase ngiqala ngi-involve ifamily yakhe sengitshela ukuthi hey guys na into engihlangana nayo manje ngisazi ukuthi ngenze njani, you know. I remember bangitshela ukuthi no umfazi yabekezela indoda yakho lo uzotshintsha, but mama wayibona lento wayibona early ukuthi no angeke izikise indawo ya, but nganginalento la enhlizweni yami. Still remember ngikhule ngingana baba, angifuni lento le yenzeke umntana nami, but ngiyakhohlwa ukuthi manje akufani because ukhona ubaba marulimaza umntwana nami.
Yes.
Sure.
And how did you feel when his family says to you begezela and your mom is saying to you ayikho le? In that crossroad, who do you think is right? Do you feel like your mom is deceiving you? Okay, maybe mama because naye azange zabegezele manje ufuna nami ngingabegezeli. Or are you saying his family wants me ukuthi ngibegezele because they are his family anyway, they'll take his side? Where was your mental state at that point?
Yo, lapho vele bengibona kanjalo want to lie bengithi umama because azangabekezeli. So mina ngizobekezela, I want to prove. Kahle bekuku prove point ukuthi I can do this. Uyabona into challenge ukuthi ngizoyenza mina into izoyenza ngamandla ami, you know. Ukuthi iyangilimaza oyenzani benganandaba benginalento ukuthi ngifuna ukuyenza. And ifamily yakhe mayithi bekezela ngibona ngathi le family engithandanyana ukuthi bayang appreciate mhlambe bayafuna ukuthi kulunge phakathi kwami nobani nomntanabo, yabo.
So now mase kwenzeka konke lokho inini lapho wathi khona yazi kanjani this is enough for me?
Yeah.
At that time okay nga realize that the day angikhiphela umese.
Sure.
There was a day abuye ebusuku adakiwe akhipha umese athi ngcono ngikubulala nokuthi solo ngikubona ukuthi uzokushare nabantu, like bekanomona at some point ukuthi ngiye nasefamily yami if khona into enhle ezoyenziwa umuntu kimi bekumkwatisa lokho, you know. So bekanomona in that extent. So ngelinye ilanga ke kwenza ukuthi ngihambile ke nabangani bami bathi no angeke usolohlala la ulinde lo muntu, yabo ngcono ugeza ube muhle nawe uhambe nathi sambe kusho ukuthi hey makabuya wangithola ngingekho. Ngithe mina mangibuya vele beka furious, I don't want to lie. Wangishaya ngalelo langa lela ngikhumbula kahle kwakuyi 16 zaka December. Wathi makangishaya wathi makangikhiphela umese sengubona umese la ila inhliziyo nami ngashila khona ukuthi you know what ngelinye ilanga uzoyenza song engiphinde ngivoke. Ukumlahla zange ngimlahle that day, you know, but kwathi makhamba isikhathi emotionally bese ngis-distance from yena ngizitshela ngimlahla ngihleli.
Yeah.
Ngihleli but lo muntu ngiyamlahla lo ngiyabona ukuthi la noma kunini ngiyahamba.
Did you ever blame yourself? Because I think sometimes there's a tendency of us blaming ourselves. Nam ngaba zangihambe with my friends, ngaba zangishaye. Nam ngaba zangimbuze ukuthi uyaphi, ngaba zangishaye. Nam like you tend to take it in, kube uwe onenkinga, and then you end up saying, okay, angeke ngisambuza ke or angeke ngisayenza whatever because when I do these things it's my fault. If I don't do these things then, and I'm also imagining that him being manipulative, he would probably twist it on you. Did you ever feel like you were to blame?
Bengisblame vele. Yeah, bengisblame. I don't want to lie. Kuyo yonke into beyenzeka uyavela athi yabona into ngenza ukuthi ngikwenze yona yabo uwe, you know, and then you will feel ukuthi vele uwe or wrong, you know. Bekadlala ngengqondo yami in such a way ukuthi ngifeel ukuthi ngwrong. I remember kwaba easy for yena ukuthi angithene against my family. I still have my cousins enginama issues now till this day because of yena. Ngoba I remember mawuku relationship nomuntu angeke ngihlale ngamtshela umuntu wami mangabe kukhona into eyenzakala efamily yami ngaleso sikhathi. But wathi masakabona ukuthi okay manje ngathi sesizohlukana wenza sure ukuthi ukhipha yonke into engeke ngayikhuluma ngefamily yami uyikhipha ngalendlela ezoyenza ukuthi ifamily yami ithene against me. I've never been so lonely kulezo insuku lezo empilweni yami because ukuhlukana kwami naye ngahlukana nama cousin ami bengiwathanda asuke eduze kwami because of this man, you know. Waba attach efamily yami waba manipulative wabathenga wabathenga I mean ngayo yonke indlela ukuthi babe sesayidini lakhe.
And how did you feel when knowing that they are your family and they're taking his side. How did that make you feel?
Yo, angazi ngabuza ubuhlungu obunje. I don't want to lie. Rejection, it's one of izinto ebuhlungu empilweni ongeke uze ukhona ukuyichaza ukuthi uzothi ubuhlungu obunjani.
Yeah.
Because ikushiya nemibuzo ukuthi ifamily yami ke yangithanda na why bangakhona ukuthi beze kimi bangibuze instead of listening to this person bavele bas distance bangaze bakhona ukukhetha omunye umuntu omunye umuzi abangamazi against mina why abangifundanga enough bangiboka ukuthi ngumuntu onjani you know so izinto ezikanjalo ngeke ngazibuza till this day kumanje sikwazi ukuthi sikhona ukukhuluma nefamily yami even though ngingakaze ngikhulume inhliziyo yami kubo ngibachaze ukuthi you know ngalesikhathi sihlukene izinto engizibuze zona yilezi till this day I don't trust you guys.
What would you tell them if you had the opportunity to? Like you're saying, you've never had the opportunity to keep a low line, but if they were here now, what is it that you would tell them?
Bengabatshela ukuthi you know what yonke into this guy ayishilo yebo ngenze ukuthi ngayikhuluma yebo but not ngalendlela bacabanga ngayo ngangikhuluma mhlambe ngiconsent ngaleso sikhathi leso noma ngikhipha ngoba ingidla ngaleso sikhathi leso but not ukuthi ize ibaphathe ngalendlela ebaphathe ngayo bona and le platform nginika I chance ukuthi ngizibuze ukuthi will they ever trust me njengoba sesibuyelene manje as a family yabo and I will wish ukuthi ngathi singathola ithuba lokuthi sikhona ukuhlala phansi sikhulume because mina ngisabathanda you know ngisabathanda nangalendlela besingayo before that bonding sayikhumbula
yeah I think it gets very difficult more especially because now yena sekayileta in a malicious way ukuthi and now they should understand ukuthi obayithathe with a pinch of
salt
ukuthi why masebaxabana ayibeka kanje this whole thing.
But I also think because the nature of abusers is exactly what she says. They will turn everyone against you. They will buy everyone. And because he's quiet, he has an added advantage because yenutulile ulungile uright. He wouldn't make up such stories. Why would he? He's a good guy, you know. And because yakhuluma it's a vele ngamfanele because uyakhuluma kakhulu, you understand. So at the time that this person shares these things nabo he's already bought them, he's already convinced them that yena he's umsula in all of this.
Sure. I think we spoke earlier and one of the things he used to say or used to do was to body shame you. How did begenza njani? Because I believe it was part of him manipulating you, making you feel small, making you uhlale and be like maybe there's no other person osazongibheka. Beyikwenza ufile kanjani and before ukuthi usichazele ukuthi beyikwenza ufile kanjani, how bekayenza kanjani?
You know, during the argument bekazokhuluma ukuthi yazini wena kule ntombi zami enginazo awusi next futhi nje awqualify nje ukuthi ungazo. That is why ngifuna uhlale endini kahle kahle wena kusumuntu engahamba naye emathaveni. You know ingilimaze in such a way ukuthi you know kuhlala iminyaka ukuthi ngibelieve ukuthi ngimuhle. It took me time mongitshela ukuthi ngimuhle I used to cry.
You find it hard to believe.
I find it hard to believe because lo muntu ungiconvince ukuthi wena angeke uze ube muhle awukho ngcono nakumunye umuntu wena akukho la uyakhona. You know mina ngikukhulisela ungakhohle ukuthi ngele imali zami ngekuzamile. You understand? And at that time kunzima ukuthi ngithola umsebenzi. Remember sengicedile esikolweni futhi besengicedile course yami le bengiyenza because it was a short course. Angitshela ukuthi you know what wena ayuze uthola umsebenzi esasolo wena mawucabanga nje wena you know bekenza ngandlela yonke ukungifilisa ukuthi angisi next in such a way ukuthi I used to cover my body mina bengigcoka like ama rock izinto ezingivalayo ukuthi ngifeel ukuthi you know what vele angisile into le like le athi ngispecial ngabe ngekho special kuye you know so izinto ezikanjalo.
All right, so going back to siphuma kanjani, how did you find the strength to like uthi okay I understand ma keep elements that was the last straw for you and you started detaching yourself from the whole situation. So ifika kanjani ukuthi uthi yazi kanjani sengiphumile ngaphuma manje la?
Yo ngaba nenhlanhla I met a friend, there's a friend engahlangana naye bathi uNhlanhla. you know, ngamshare story sami at that time. I was devastated. But you know what, mina akukho la ngakisa khona. But the only way ngizokisa kuye esontweni ngithola counseling. You know. Ayivele nga-attend ama-sessions esontweni, vele umfundisi wakhona, he's very good with counseling, wangikhansela through lento le. Mina ngazirealizela mina ukuthi, you know what, lana ngiyaphuma. You know, manje sekubuya leya confidence nyana lokuthi, you know what, I can do this, ngubani mina. Because I mean, kwasesikoleni, I was very intelligent. I can still get out from the situation le. Ekugcineni konke ngizofa. Ngoba ngiyenza nga-realize ukuthi uzoluza, umntwana wakho uzoluza umama. Lento leyo ungayifuni ukuthi yenzeke. Izokwenzeka manje because uzoshona uzofa mhlambe nogaya azibulala umntwana asale emhlabeni anganabazali. So ngathi mangifika kule point ngicabangela umntwana nami ngathi no, I need to get out from this relationship. Yilapho ke ngaphuma and then ngaqala ngavula i-organization i-Women in Prayer where siyenza ama-counseling for abantwana abancane like ama-teenagers amantombazane ukuthi bring a girl home buyisa umntwana ekhaya khona abantwana abangakhona ukukhuluma nabazali babo but thina we are there, you know. Ngaqala ngafoma this group namanye abosisi abayi-4 saqala sayenza so le organization instead of ukuthi mhlambe ngisiza abantu isiza mina ngazidiscover yila ngaqala ngabona khona ukuthi no, nginawo amandla ukuthi ngenze izinto.
And how does leaving look like? Do you go pack all of your things and leave? Do you tell him? Do you just leave and tell him afterwards? What do you do? Because I imagine if this is a person who's in rage, uyakwazi ukukwata to a point where akshaya khiphela umese, then at that time when you are saying ngiyahamba, like you were saying, Gutsi's like akekho zokuthola. You understand? At the time when you say uyahamba, he would probably threaten your life. And how did it look like ukuhamba wako?
Okay, i-situation ke la kwenzakalani kwahamba yena ngamtshela iqiniso, you know, ngamtshela ngathi ukuthi ubulele every part of me, anginama emotions, anginama feelings, anginanex for wena. Ayiseke into engihlalele kule relationship kwaba ngathi ngiyadlala, you know, waba like ngeke uzuyenza into kanjalo. And while isihlala manje ngaqala ngabehavior, ngayenza i-action more than ukukhuluma. Ngaqala ngangasapheki, ngasenza next ngiyahlala phela manje ngiyamtshela ngithi mina ndoda angisakufuni
akakushayi at that point
akakushayi angisho sober during the week angishayi. And then I remember it was a Friday makazofika afika ne truck azothatha yonke into endlini wafika wathatha izinto zonke endlini wathi you know what vele ngiyahamba ngiyabona ukuthi ndaba nami but I know ukuthi uzongilandela, you know. Wayesho wayine confident ngazi ukuthi uzongilandela. Yes
sonke lesikhathi
yes. So manje ngithatha nezinto zami ona next wena uzosala ungana wathatha yonke into endlini yabona bathi house to let wow. And then wathatha everything wathi ngithatha izinto zami ngiyakushiya mara ngacala phansi for because mama was supportive.
Sisiwe into just ukuthi noma
noma ithishi because kuyashiza
but ithishi
so into kanjalo yes kwayenze ukuthi uyahamba and then ngabuyela ekhaya kancane ukuthi at least ngikhona ukuthi ngiphinde ngisukume.
So out of the place level renta khona and everyone left, he left now waphuma you went back home.
Ukuthi ngibuyele ekhaya yes mangibuyele ekhaya umama mangi-accepta with both hands uyu umuntu wangisupporta more than anybody. Yes abantu bahleka abantu bakhuluma abangani bakhe bakhuluma nani but
calling you names.
Yes, calling me names, but umama wahlala wathi I rather have umntwana ophilayo obuyayo than umntwana ozofa afele la akhona khona. So
how did it make you feel being called those names, being called
mabuye emendweni amagama esibizwa ngawo lokushini buye emendweni at a very young age, you know. Abangani bakho labo bashadile bosahamba nabo sahambi nabo phela manje wena usashadanga usabelongi lapho kuleyo influence so most ama relationship abanye abantu so ngaluza abangani ngaluza most ama neighbors abangani bami abanye nje abantu basuke eduze kwami kwamele ngiqale kabusha. Yes, thank you.
Sure. And another thing, ukuthi singabantu people don't understand ukuthi when they call you names today kungawe kusasa kungawe and for them it's going to be even more difficult to ukuphuma, let's say in a abusive relationship or abusive marriage kuzoba nzima because now uyazi ukuthi wenzeni. Now uyahlala angenzeka ukuthi aphume mhlambe kuthiwa sekashonile or aphuma nama angasanalihlo you understand, because now we fail to understand ukuthi ezinye zezinto they beyond your control.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because njengakuwe you there was nothing you can do. If umuntu afuna ukwenza lento afuna ukuyenza uzoyenza.
Exactly.
Sure. Yeah, inginika ubunzima to understand ukuthi ithatha isikhathi esingakanani to know someone.
Yeah.
So I think there's no like
formula.
Yeah.
No formula. And when you leave, after how long is this now? Because you're saying you guys were not even a year.
Yeah.
How long was it until the time that you decided it's okay?
Yaphuma manje.
Like I'm leaving. The time that he left.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah,
rather say yeah.
Yeah.
Unyaka bosodlulile.
Yeah.
Unyaka bosodlulile. I think bese unyaka nama months.
Yeah.
Yabo. And then funny enough, maqeda kuphuma kimi. Do you know ukuthi washada after 4 months,
sorry.
okay?
Magathi nama months. There's this thing on TikTok where benza ubuso and be like, how long have you been with the current what?
Oh yes.
TikTok. But anyways, sorry.
Yeah, funny enough, I don't know, uyafuna prove your point or what. Wathatha omunye umuntu, do you know after 6 months sehlukene? What decide ukuthi ngithatha omunye 6 months sehlukene mina ngisahila.
And how did that make you feel
And
to
then-
see someone? Because I mean, guys, even in relationships, when you break up with someone, you do want them to sit for a bit in your heart. You do
into
want
your
them, in your heart. Even if you like angnandava, but you at least want something to say. This meant something. I don't know, like maybe no man 2 months or whatever. But you have this thing, you good time, man, like. You understand? But how does it make you feel that you were actually married to someone, living your day-to-day life with them, and then
for them it's very easy.
You'll get divorced, and while you are still healing, he's already moved on to a point where he's getting married. Move on, Pella. Alright, but getting married. But when he gets married,
sure.
Walobola, and I was like,
how did you feel?
guys, angifuna amagama akhabuya. You know lento lokuthi vela wena bonga see next abuya ngathi vele bekaqinisile. You know sometimes umuntu makayisho into ngendlela akuphatha ngayo usuka imina makathi awu see next ngabona lapho ukuthi vele bengasi next kuye, you know. And ngathi mangizwe ukuthi uyashada seyangikhuluma vele ukuthi vele ngimlahlile lo yanginandaba naye nani vele yabo, and everybody usesayidini lakhe until unkosikazi wakhe naye angahlala unyaka aphume ku relationship. Khane bazobelieve manje ukuthi kahle inkinga.
Akwazi ukuthi kuba ukuthi boy two labo sisi ba inkinga. Sure. But
Sure.
is he involved nomntwana? Umntwana yeni umfana
Ntombazane.
Okay.
Ntombazane.
Is he involved?
Wathi makashada wayekela ukulo ukondla umntana wakhe. All along beyakhona supporter amenzela izinto until athola unkosikazi.
So this is 6 months.
Yeah,
When
6
we
months,
say
6
all along, we're
months,
talking
yeah.
6
All along
months.
kule 6 months nje bekazama ukuthi afakele lona leyo. Boom, masashada umunye umuntu saqala ukhohlwa umntwana. You know, akasathumela imali njengoba ekayithumela. Vele manje vele total like you know, but into engiyenzile because angifuni ukuba ulo mama ocruel. Umntwana uyaya kuye. Ngiyasho ngithi hamba umboni babakho. Yabo uzozidecide yena masakhulu ukuthi ufuna kwenzakaleni. Angeke ngize ngemnqabele ngoba ubaba angamsupport financially ngithi angabi ne relationship nobabakhe makafuna ukuba naye.
No, kudos to you for that because you awuyenzeli yena uyenzela umntwana because sometimes we fail to understand ukuthi when you allow umntwana ukuthi abone umzali awenzeli yena ubaba umntwana.
Also, you are not giving him the opportunity to not be present because some of them want you to actually be like that's exactly what they want, so that kungabi futhi nale guilt nencane yokuthi okay ngiyambona lo mntana mara ngimsupport, you understand, ufuna ukuzidetach completely. But when you take the decision to say no, again, it's you're not giving him the opportunity. Yoguti abe absent, and also that's very beneficial for your daughter, especially because you grew up without a dad. So you know, Guti, what kind of a void would she have as she grows up? So that's really good.
Yeah. So you know or ukhula without both parents or abazali mhlambe bashadile. how did you what prepared you to say I'm ready for umshado? Did you speak to your mom? Because I understand your mom was
Very
strict.
yeah.
So yeah, because now I think even though I think sikhuluma before ukuthi as singamadoda we need mentors, we need so obviously nani ningabantu besifazane nidinga ama mentors, someone to look up to ukuthi yazi kanjani or role models yabo. So sometimes you do need a role model mhlawumbe umzali wakho in, but you also need that picture ukuthi how is it like to have both parents at the same in the same household. What prepared you, or do you think you were not prepared also to be unkosikazi?
Mina like nothing prepared me. Uyazi sinale angazi ukuthi bayini into lesibanayo thina amantombazane or fairy tale or fences ukuthi yabona mase ngisemshadweni kuzoba so akekho umuntu like oke wathi kimi Hope waza ngihlale nawe phansi emshadweni kunje you know akekho umuntu engingambuza mina ngathatha ama decisions even though mama mangithe ukuthi yamani sesemncane do you know ukuthi uzohlangana nabanye abantu the fact ukuthi ngithe ukuthi ngisazohlangana nabanye bengingafuni kuyizwa mina angifuna ukuhlangana nomunye umuntu ngifuna lo ngifuna yena lo you know so I was not prepared ukuthi like ngifuna ukuba umfazi but kwakunalento ukuthi ngiyamthanda ngimthanda ngena nothando lodwa no yena ngena nothando lodwa
yeah because umshado if we are being honest it's more than that.
Love doesn't sustain a marriage.
Because at some stage you'll feel like you don't love this person.
Yes.
Like,
you can't even stand them. Exactly. Love. Like you just mount back and you're just like, and that's where you put in the work. That's where you start working on it. Yeah.
So when you are mentally ready and when you are prepared, you know ukuthi, because you also need your mentors to tell you ukuthi emshadweni akusinga lendlela there will be a time umuntu uzofila ngathi awumthanda then umangala ufila ngathi awumthanda and ngaleso sikhathi ufila lo thando ulifila ukuthi lo thando loniphela
lo ndawo
aleli
sure.
Okay, and at the time when you grow up, were you going to church, or did you start going to church when your friends said to you, this is the solution that I have for you, none else?
Yeah, ngiqale lapho kahle hle bengikade ngihamba nje but ukuba committed ngifuna ukwazi ngiba ne relationship noNkulunkulu kwaqala lapho whereby I was like God mina ngokwami ngiyahluleka you know now I give it unto you ngifuna ukwazi kangcono you know ijourney yami yaqala lapho ke ukuthi no manje sengifuna ukuzidiscover mina ngidiscover nokuthi uNkulunkulu ubani kwaba kanjalo ke.
And how do you start rebuilding your confidence then after all of this, after all of these words that were said to you, after all this ordeal, how do you begin to say, okay, this is Hope, this is who I am?
And to add on your question, when do you start now to say, I'm ready to date again?
Yo, guys, as I was ukuthi uyiqala kanjani confidence yakho, I don't want to lie. Because the more isikhathi sihamba yabo I think babathi time heals baqinisile the more isikhathi sihamba ngiqala ukubona izinto ezihlukile ngaphandle. Remember lesikhathi ngishadile bengivalelekile kwezinye izinto bengingazazi. For example bengangajoin ama thick queen modeling ukuthi ngiqala ubuyisa leyanto ukuthi okay kancane the more engage nabanye abantu idudle lingana nawo okay now singiyabo ukuthi okay bakhona abantu abane nalento enginayo mos okay ithi ngiqale ngibe open up sengiyaqala manje ngaba motivator the more and motivator ngizimotivator mina futhi remember I'm not doing only for the audience but ngizimotivator the more ngikhuluma the more kancane kuyavuleka but I don't want to lie ama insecurities awapheli kalula. Even this day till this day I struggle with my relationship. I don't want to lie. I struggle because ngiba defensive at some point. Remember ukuthi makaqala into ngithi lenge ngayibona into nje even though bangafani but once umuntu aqala wenza into engathi cishe ifana nelelo mina sengiqale ngiyaphula back ngiyadefenda yes so ukuthi ngi ready for a relationship I don't want to lie angazi maybe angakamtholi loyo muntu loyo engizothi manginaye ngifile maybe secured or safe or anything. So ngisese lapho nami I still struggle till this day kuba my relationship.
And how long has it been?
Seside lesikhathi 20 from officially 2018 2019 ukuba ku relationship stable nje since I don't want to since ngahlukana nomuntu am 2018 yeah I've been struggling. I don't want to lie. So that's why I decided ukuthi ngone ngizibuild mina ngi-understand ubumina before I engage myself kumunye umuntu.
And have you seeked counseling?
I'm still on it ngisalona namanje. Yes.
So you are going.
Yes, I still go for
counseling,
counseling.
okay.
Yes, while ngiqhubeka nempilo yami
Yeah,
kanjalo.
yeah.
Sure. One interesting thing was the business side. Ngicela ukuthengisa ama-sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, ngiqala ukuthengisa ama-sweet ngibona ukuthi yazini kunzima ukuthola umsebenzi because besolo singena ama-shutdown ngisho singena siphuma so ngathi like at least angithole something ezongenza ukuthi at least ngibe nemali you know ngiqala ukuzimela so ngaqala ke ngaba nalama sweet ngaba ne-brand i-Hope Candy ngaqala kanjalo ke
It's your own brand.
yeah
Nice.
ngenze brand ngazanga nawo
Yeah. No, that's beautiful.
yeah
That's
ngaqala
beautiful.
ngayenza imali.
The reason why I was asking that, I was asking that was to make sure ukuthi anyone even obeying ukuthi you can start even at the lowest. Kanti ngicabanga ukuthi lowest kanti lowest is your own brand.
Mara
That's
at least
beautiful.
Yeah. At least I could tell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Sorry. Yeah.
Are we on?
Yeah. No. We
So ngaqala kanjalo ke ngoba khona
But you started with just buying and
ngicela
selling.
yeah
and
buying and
yes,
selling
and
kanjalo
so-
kanjalo then until ngabona la kwenziwa khona ngathi okay yebo kanjalo and then until la khona i-Hope Candy sengiyalona into engiyifisayo manje ukuthi nje ngene kuma shelf ngizokwazi ukubona i-Hope Candy at least umuntu omnyama umuntu esifazane lokushini lami yeah
Thiwe nawo ama-sweet,
yes
yeah.
tanga sweet dam niwabone
No,
ulwethu
please. I think
niwabone
before
ulwethu
I think before we drop this
Absolutely
episode, we
amazing.
need to ukuthi siwathole
Yeah.
and so that sibabone ukuthi how
No,
does
how
it
do
how
they-
does it
how do
look?
they look like,
no,
yeah.
That's
That's
beautiful.
good, yeah.
Hope, I don't know if you have another question.
Yo,
That was stories, I hope.
Yes.
It's very deep.
It's
very
deep,
deep.
hey.
But I'm thankful
It's
for
deep.
your story and for you ukuthi ube open. It's not easy, I know, but it's very important so that I'm sure ezinye zezinto fana now we are motivated abanye abantu.
yes
Now we are motivated. Like this podcast, it also helps us as a
Yes,
school.
absolutely.
We speak about things. It trains us
Yes.
for ezinye izinto. So, but we really appreciate your story. We really
Yeah.
appreciate your time.
Yeah.
I hope. Is that a pun? I hope.
We don't have it. I'll give it to
Sure.
you.
Thank you. I hope everything goes well with your business. I hope you find nothing but happiness. Yonke injabulo ongayifuna empilweni. We go through things as isingabantu, but I'm glad ukuthi now we are able to speak about your story and give us some sense of it's not always rosy. There are people who go through, because in most cases we don't talk about these things.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things you know.
Absolutely.
Ukuthi, there are a lot of things ukuthi I still want us to talk about things.
Yeah.
My personal issues, but I'm glad there's someone like you or ukuthi ukhonile ukuthi afike azosixoxela.
Yeah.
This
For me, it's just thank you so much for your vulnerability.
yeah.
I think I value that more. For someone to put themselves in a position where you open yourself up and you say, "This is me. This is who I am. This is what has happened," and be as bare as possible.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for allowing us to tap into your world. And for me, I feel like these kind of stories aphumela ngaphandle and they help people.
Yeah.
Somebody is watching this and they're going through the same thing and they don't know. And that's why I'm asking Guti, how did leaving look like? Because sometimes for you to act on something, anything, you have to have a vision of it first. You have to envision yourself so pumile, like in order for you to get to a point where you say, okay, now I'm packing my bags and I'm leaving.
Sure.
So for me, it is, if I'm sitting there and I'm going through this,
Yeah.
Hope is telling me that this is how she lived. You understand? So
Yes.
I begin to see it in my head. It's possible for me to pack my bags and actually go and go home and start from scratch and sell sweets. And
have
here
my
I am and have my brand, right?
A motivation
And
to
be
other
a
people.
motivational speaker, be a preacher, have an organization that helps little girls. I actually would just love for you to touch base on that just a little bit, because I feel like that is another thing that we're trying to push, with real stories, and how do these little girls get in contact with you if they need help, you know? Yeah.
Most of the time, ngiya kumasikolo ekolweni, but if bafuna ukungithola, they can just contact me on 072 060 6396. Bangang WhatsApp anytime. Busuku emini bangang WhatsApp ngiyatholakala.
Repeat your number again.
072 060 6396.
Yeah.
Bazongithola lapho.
Yo, thank you so much, Hope.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us. We really, really appreciate it. And for you to just voluntarily say, guys, like,
Yeah.
Asikhulumeni
Asikhulumeni ngayo le. Yes.
Iyenzeka.
Yeah, also,
Sihleli,
yeah.
siyayifihla.
Also, guys, stop shaming people for their experiences and what they're going through. And the reason why I was asking you, Guti, like in terms of church, did you only start going? Is because also in the church, divorce is a big thing,
things,
right?
yes.
It's a big thing. So much so that you become shamed for it in the church, even when the church is the organization that is supposed to save you from what you're going through. So let's be accommodative to abantu that go through things, whether be it divorce, whether be it abuse, whether be it rape, whatever it is. Just be kind, man, and lend a hand, where you can.
Yeah, says Ivala. To the gents out there, I always talk to Amachi.
Yeah.
I mean, let's do better.
Talk to your people.
Come on.
Talk to your people.
These are my people. Bafethu, let's do better. Let's try ukuthi si resolve izinto ngendlela engcono than to ukubeka omunye umuntu isandla. Let's just if you need usizo, because sometimes people they don't even understand what they also need to sizo bona themselves.
Yes.
Kampu nenkinga yokuthi abuse imali. It's a problem. Kampu nenkinga yasekhaya ukuthi umama bekashayo, then that's the language.
Problem.
That's the language I understand. If you feel ukuthi, I mean, you can as a cooler, you can understand ukuthi yine right,
Yine wrong.
So let's seek help if kumele sithola usizo, but let's do better.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Definitely.
Yeah, it has been the LNR podcast.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys,
please
for
like
joining
and subscribe.
us.
Thank you for I think episode Precious did very well.
Yes,
because
yes.
that's another story
Story.
that's touched people. Abantu they could relate, even though we had to take it down from TikTok because
TikTok,
of some complications. But thank you so much. Kubekani njalo. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram.
Like, share, subscribe.
Adenze njalo bafethu.
Okay, man.
Peace. Thank you. Hope. Siyabonga.
Thank you.
We out.
Peace.
No, we don't. We hug. Ask me a hug. We don't
Okay.
cow.